Next up on the Hard Count Herald, big one for the Irish this week. Hard Count Herald says Notre Dame rolls. Irish bully Broncos. Improved to 3-2. Notre Dame's 500 right now. Very weird to say out loud, but it's the case. The Arkansas game for Notre Dame, the further you get from it, I think it's very easy to excuse. Because you say, well, yeah, okay, well, they just fired their head coach, right? Like, how good were they really? Sam Pittman was on his last leg in that game, and Notre Dame's roster's really good, and, like, there was a lot wrong with Arkansas, and they didn't really want to be there. Like, good for Notre Dame, but, like, it's very easy to explain away and devalue. I don't think we should be that fast on devaluing that win for Notre Dame. Because going into that thing, 4.5-point spread, 11 a.m. kick local time, weird spot for your young quarterback. Also, by the way, they have a quarterback that going into that thing we were talking very highly of, and he won Taylor Green. There was a lot to be nervous about if you were Notre Dame going into that spot, and they thwacked them, dude. Thwacked them. And so my feeling coming away from that game, going into the game against Boise State, this might just be who Notre Dame is now. Notre Dame you saw week 1 against Miami. Notre Dame you saw against A&M. Those guys are dead. Those teams don't exist anymore. New Notre Dame now takes their place. And the reason why I feel this way is, one, what I saw against Arkansas, but two, this more prevailing thought of, I think Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman just handle failure well. Go back to last year, the NIU loss. We saw a different Notre Dame team from there forward. The urgency, the overall just identity they seem to have found. It was around this time last year where Notre Dame kind of got it together, figured out who they were, got their footing, went on a tear, then played for a national championship, right? And a big part of that, yes, the urgency, yes, them handling failure well, but right in line with that, I think them finding out who they want to be offensively is just as important, because last year, Riley Leonard threw it 30 times against A&M. Then going forward now, in the month of October, you beat Louisville and you kind of get your footing a little bit there. They made a very clear effort to simplify their game plan of like, hey, Riley, we're going to run you. We're going to utilize you in the efficient passing game, but we don't need to go bombs over Baghdad to go win games here. Like we can win games with your legs, the efficient passing game, the quick game, playing in rhythm, playing on time. And when we do that, we run the football the way we run the football. That defense is really good. We're going to make sure they have the onus, if you will, to go win us football games. Yeah, we got to control the game on the offensive side. We're going to score points. We're not taking our foot off the gas, but like we're not going to lose the game offensively, to put it simply. Now, that's not the same approach this year, but I just think it speaks to the timeline of their season. Notre Dame took a second to figure out who they wanted to be offensively, and they did it at a really high level to the point where they were playing the national title game with the game in the fourth quarter. Now, for this team, I saw more of that, I think, against Arkansas with what their identity is going to be, which is C.J. Carr, going to let you spin it. Get it to Greathouse, get it to Pauling, get it to Fields, Reardon, like spread the ball around the yard. You have a really good arm. We're going to use it. At the same time, Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price need to eat. And I'm not talking like snacks. I'm talking like full-on 3-course meals. And so they've done a great job since the A&M game, I should say, which is a 1-game sample size. I digress. 2-game sample size. I digress. Involving their elite backfield, the number 1 in the country ranked backfield, in my opinion, and also pushing the ball downfield. So Price gets his touches, Love gets his touches, but some of those might be in the check down game. And checking it down to Jeremiah Love can be an explosive. Make that very clear. So as I look to the future here, you look at what Notre Dame has on their schedule, and I think the thing you say if you're a Notre Dame naysayer is, well, yeah, good for them, but can they really avoid the madness of a college football season and not stub their toe somewhere they shouldn't stub their toe? Like Boise State's a great example. G5 team made the playoff last year. I'm going to take them seriously, and that's where I think the gift of 0-2 comes into play. When you lose 2 games, there's no more margin for error. Guess who knows that? The entire Notre Dame locker room. Why? Because Marcus Freeman is driving it into their heads. Marcus Freeman is making sure they understand you cannot lose another game. You do not have margin for error. So therefore, we're in playoff mode starting today, boys. Same conversation you had last year post-NIU. Guess what? Playoff starts for us in September. Like it or not, that's our reality we've established for ourselves. And so with that being the case, I don't think Notre Dame's going to overlook anybody. Now, they have games they could lose, for sure. I mean, NC State could be frisky, I suppose. USC definitely will be one that we circle. But overall, I think the focus of Notre Dame, unfortunately, took a loss to get you there. But the focus of Notre Dame right now is at a place where I trust them plus that talent to maximize their overall some of their parts when it comes to where they're going to be the rest of the way here. So Hard Count Harold, Irish, bully Broncos to improve to 3-2, and I think that will be true when we walk in here on Sunday morning after the Saturday action.